All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our star map. So I don't really care if we get the rifleman back in time. That's going to take a long time to repair, but that's okay. Let's just jump right straight down to Bethel here. And finally get this contract over with. It's a raid contract, so it might be problematic, but we'll see what we can manage. Okay, let's go ahead and travel. Right, did I check pilots? I think I did.
Commander, I'll be in the hangar for pre-drop checklists.
Nothing all that exciting. Okay. Now let's jump. We're doing pretty good on pilots at the moment. A lot of our pilots have a cap in the mid-30s. We just need to get them there. That's where we're at. And then we have 2 pilots that are in the low 40s. So I think we're at a pretty good spot right now. Obviously there's room for improvement, but for right now we're doing pretty good. Okay, so there's only one available contract. A lot of mechs in this system, including a Jaeger mech, which we already have one of, so I'm not really too keen on that. All right, let's take a look at the contract. 45 difficulty, drop weight is 230. Okay, so the new Certus shipyards are using their fleet of Mammoth-class dropships to smuggle supplies across the border. Destroy the facilities housing important components for Mammoth maintenance, as we anticipate this will ground much of their fleet for a considerable amount of time. Oh, this is the second part. I remember this. We already did the first part of this one. I don't know why I forgot about it. I guess it was just in between things. So I'm going to go ahead and take 2 shares of repairs. We only get 7 to work with, 7 points. I keep calling them shares because of the salvage shares. I'll go ahead and put, I guess, the 5 remaining points into salvage shares to give us 12 total. Total potential payout is 787,000, so this is not really a high-paying job, but once we're done with it, it will give us a decent amount of reputation, because after this mission is done, we'll be done with this contract. Okay, let's go ahead and accept. Let's see what we can do with 230 tons. So, we've got 30 tons to work with. How do we want to do this? I could jump into the Grasshopper, which means we now have 15 tons to work with. What would be another good mech to put in here? The Centurion definitely should be run. Maybe the Quick Draw? At 60 tons, we could replace the Phoenix Hawk. Because if I were to say what's the underperformer out of this group, it's probably going to be the Phoenix Hawk. Alternatively, I could get 2 55-ton mech. So I could grab the Shadowhawk, which we know is very effective, and we could replace the... I was going to say the Trebuchet with the Kintaro. I'm actually not sure that the Kintaro is all that much more effective than the Trebuchet. I'm going to do it for the sake of argument anyway. Let's see where they're at in armor. So the Kintaro is at 358. Where is the Trebuchet? 336. So it's definitely higher armored. They're going to have the same mobility. The SRM-6 loadout is the same. The medium laser loadout isn't quite the same. The Trebuchet is 3 as opposed to the 2. We do have the NARC missile system, though, and an LRM-5 in addition to all that. So, yeah, I think the Kintaro is the right call here. Maybe. All right, let me go ahead and figure out who is going to be where as far as pilots. So, Cats might want to, well, actually, Cat's already leveled up ballistic skill just recently. So, who else is close to a level up? Is there anybody that's close to it? I think no on that. I may go with Captain Shen instead of Cats, because Shen could level up a few things. Cats is very close to leveling this up, though, so we might want to keep him in somewhere. Yeah, I think we go with Captain Shen here. How you doing, Thorn? You're not really close to leveling anything up. So I'm going to go ahead and replace Captain Thorn. Well, that's not true. You're pretty close to missile systems. I want better pilots in this one, though, so I'm going to go ahead and run Cats. And then Queen Lester. I think I'm going to put Portillo in this one. We're going to use some of our better pilots here, but ones that still have room for improvement a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Because Portillo is one of our better missile skilled pilots, and that would be very good in the Shadowhawk. The Shadowhawk can do, as we've seen before, an absolute ton of damage. So I think that that makes sense. The only one that would potentially be better would be Freeman, but he's almost already maxed out on his leveling, so I think this is going to be a little bit better for us. Okay. This looks good to me. Let's ready up. So all of my allies, except for the Centurion, should be faster than me. And then the Centurion's the same foot speed as me, so it's not really a liability, but I have jump jets, so I'm a little bit more mobile. Alright, here we go with a cool drop-in.
Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor
You know,
online.
we've never had a night raid.
Sensors online. Weapons
It'd be cool
online.
to be have a reason to use the night vision.
Nominal.
Rashford Owens have received a tip-off that the new Certis shipyards have been earning a little extra profit by smuggling illicit goods. in
Alright.
their freshly manufactured
We'll just go on this
Mark
line.
Ships. The ships are right off the factory line.
I want to hit
and
this
aren't
one here
subjected to
first.
search when crossing territory borders. It's quite clever, actually. Either way, Rashford Owens stands to gain quite a lot by us putting an end to the scheme. Up ahead is a facility that contains parts for the Mammoth ship maintenance. Destroying the new Certis stocks will ground the Mammoths for quite some time.
I'm not sure I can really destroy that, despite... Oh, I guess I can do damage to it. Well, it's taken damage. Well, hello.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, let's go in a more conventional way, because I don't know if my allies can follow me down that.
Vehicle critical. Beginning ejection procedure. Pow! One down.
Target acquired.
I have to remember I can reach out a really long distance with my large laser.
Target eliminated.
Target acquired.
Oh, hello.
Target destroyed.
Ow.
Tango down.
Acquired. Target destroyed.
I feel like I'm being a little lackadaisical with my approach here.
New target acquired.
Splash target.
You cut it out.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Enemy mech destroyed.
He's dead? Oh.
Target destroyed.
Target is done.
Alright, let's just focus on what's in front of us. Come here, you bastard. starting to think that that extended range large laser was a mistake, because it is very heat inducing.
Enemy mech destroyed. Nice job. Your kill is about to explode, Commander.
All right.
Acquired.
Just going after those legs on the Locust.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Target acquired. Target.
Scrap that one.
Oof.
Target destroyed.
Something's hitting me from behind.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target neutralized.
Okay. Dropship right on top of us. Trying to hit it with a large laser before it's really in range.
Target has been knocked. That reactor's about to go.
Hate these things.
Destroyed. Target acquired.
Oh, another assault class mech. I don't know how fair that is at a difficulty level that this is.
Eliminated.
Acquired.
Gonna go after those headshots.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target.
Enemy destroyed.
Okay. The guitar is taking pretty heavy damage, which is unfortunate.
Target destroyed.
Alright, what's our next objective? Okay, it's over that way.
Target acquired.
What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pick off these turrets before we get too close to them. And goodbye.
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Take care of that.
Objective down.
Target acquired.
Got ourselves another helicopter coming in.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Ooh, enemy mech coming in.
New target acquired.
Okay. Gonna focus on the Jenner instead of the Locust. Oh boy.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Left tango eliminated.
Target destroyed.
Alright. Another mech coming in behind us.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Target is down.
Alright, where are we at? Okay, we just need to go this way. What's the best way to approach this? Let's just go up on the hill and hit it. I might just hit the target, not really too worry about too much about any enemy. Although that might not be the wisest thing.
Target acquired.
Which target am I hitting?
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
I'm pretty sure I'm hitting this building here. But I'm not sure about this one. I can't tell what...
Grab that one.
if it's this building or the one behind it.
Target acquired.
Yeah, it's definitely that building.
Target down.
Yeah, let's just get the hell out of here.
All right. The warehouses are destroyed, and the parts are nothing more than scrap. This will no doubt please our employers, but the murky me has to admire the new Certis for coming up with this smuggling plan. Oh well, another job well done.
Alright, I came out with not too bad damage, but the Kentaro definitely took damage. I can't really tell on what.
Target acquired.
Target is done.
That was close. Okay. Alright. I think that went pretty well. The total payout, a little over $1 million. 12 shares. Nothing too exciting here. I think I'm gonna just take the Jenner. If I take the 2 quality 6, that doesn't make sense from a money standpoint though, does it? Because this is worth more than both of those combined. We just gotta figure out what we want to do with the last few shares. I'm definitely gonna take these quality 3 medium lasers. As a matter of fact, I would much rather have them. Yeah, let's do that. These medium lasers are very valuable to me, even though monetarily they may not be worth all that much. Getting them for free for me is a nice boon, especially as they're not that easy to find, and I got, what, 5 of them? Alright, so we didn't really get salvage that gets us money, but there we have it. Now, damage taken, we took way more than I took insurance for, and I'm really concerned because a lot of that was the Kentaro. I hope it didn't lose the Narc missile system, and it very well may have, and that's a lost deck that we cannot replace. So if it lost that, that's a big deal. Well, we'll find out here in a second, but I suspect that's exactly what happened. In any case, as far as damage output goes, we did a lot of damage. The Shadowhawk also did a lot of damage. Kentaro was pretty disappointing. And honestly, kind of the Centurion was disappointing. Most mechs took quite a decent amount of damage, but that's just raid contracts for you. They tend to be pretty crazy with the number of enemies that you are facing. I mean, I killed 33 things. Although, a good chunk of that was turrets. Comm system error. Message ID not found. Comm system error. Sender ID not found. New message 1. Series Metals Industries would like to thank you for your purchase of our venerable BND-1R battle mech, the pride of the CCAF for over 190 years. This message is to inform you that, as requested, your new battle mech has been delivered to the Bethel system. Please scan your credentials at the system's jump point, and our fulfillment agents will assist in transferring your new battle mech into your provided mech bay. Thank you for choosing Series Metals for all your battle mech needs. Hey, we got ourselves a standard Vindicator. I could have used that a while ago, but now don't really care. Alright, we'll go ahead and claim it nonetheless. That's just going to get sold. I'm going to have to sit on it, though. Interestingly enough, when you get something like this... Oh, okay, never mind. It doesn't have weapons. I saw that happen one time before where it kept the weapons, but I guess in this case it didn't. Alright, what did we lose on the Kentaro? An SRM-6. Okay. That's not as bad as it could have been. I don't know what quality level that SRM-6 is. It's only a quality level 1, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Now, it did take damage on the Narc missile system, but it did not lose it, so... It was very close to probably dying. We're happy that that didn't happen. Doesn't look like anybody else missed any weapon systems whatsoever, which is good to see. Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, we could actually improve the Kintaro out of this. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at where we're going to end up. Oh, really? There's no industrial zones whatsoever down here. All right, so I guess we have no choice but to jump back up here. I would rather go over here, though, because it's going to be a different pile of mechs. We already know what's here. It takes us a little bit longer to get there. I guess we could stop at Andro if we really wanted to and do a contract there. Yeah, the lack of industrial zones in this area is really starting to hurt me. It just takes us so long to get from one to another. I mean, at this point, we're really right next to one, but there's none down here whatsoever that we know about anyway. So, thankfully, we remember ones we've seen, like even the ones all the way up here, but I guess we haven't really explored down here, so there may be something down here. I really don't know, because I don't think you get information of where industrial zones are until you get them close enough into, like, sensor contact or whatever. So we know there's an industrial zone here, and we know there's one here, but we don't know anything else about Merrick space. We found, like, a couple of the ones that are in Capellan space. There's not a whole lot of industrial zones in Capellan space, which I guess makes sense. There's, like, kind of a handful. Where there's, like, quite a few in Davian space, so I don't know. But in any case, I am going to go here just because we haven't been there before, and I'd like to see if there's any mechs that we would like to pick up. And then we'll do our repairs. We should have our rifleman back by then. Frankly, if we found something, I don't know if I'd buy it or not. Because I'd have to sell something. Like, at this point, I have to sell stuff, but we'll go ahead and give it a chance. Nobody really all that exciting to me here, so that's fine. As far as mechs, there's a Hero Orion. That's pretty interesting. It's very expensive, though. And as I said, I'd have to sell something, so it is the 75 tons that we're kind of looking for, but I don't know. I think I pass on that. If I were to sell anything, it would be the Thunderbolt. If I'm totally honest with you, because it's historically been a poor performer. I don't know if I can afford this mech, though. It's tempting. But 8 million, that's really expensive. I'm pretty sure we could get an Orion for like 5. In theory, we have the money, and I have a couple mechs to sell. Whatever I end up selling, let's say it's the Thunderbolt. Plus, like, let's say the Vindicator. That would give us a good amount of money. I think I pass on the Orion, though. I don't know. Let's just do repairs, and then we'll think about it. This is just going to be a simple repair. Going to be a simple repair. This is just going to be a simple repair. This is the one that's really going to take us time. So I am going to replace that, and we're going to just give it a higher quality SRM6. There's a possibility it gets knocked out. We do have 8 quality 2s. I'll use a quality 2 as opposed to a quality 3. We've got 8 of the things, so I feel like we can spare one, perhaps. "25 days, ouch. But it did go up a little bit in damage output, and it should also be more heat efficient, so that's good. How heavy are you? You're 3 tons. An easy way to upgrade this mech would be to put in like an SRM4 and replace the narc ammo. Wow, why do we have so many rounds of narc ammo? And then maybe put a double heatsink in this thing. I'm half tempted to remove one ton of narc ammo, because I don't know why we would need 2 tons. It's not like you use that thing 40 times in a game. Get rid of a ton. We're going to put a double heatsink in this thing. Kintaros do run hot, and it will benefit from this. I think it's a good idea. Not sure in any other way we'd be able to help this thing. Yeah, I'm going to go for that. We've got a 28-day repair. Alright, let me take a real quick look at our situation. I think that's probably going to be an under operations. Yeah. So, we're not quite to level 10. Oh wow, we hurt our relationship with House Davian even more. Not 100% sure how. We're probably at +5 with House Liao. I would really like to start doing some Davian contracts. The only problem is where we are at. It's only going to hurt our relationship with the Capellans, which currently are the ones that like us the most. So, I don't know. I'm going to follow my original game plan here. And I think I'm going to go down to Andro. We're going to do the defense contract. Well, technically there's two, so we might not even be able to do both of them. And then we head down to do whatever this is. I could go to Necromo over here as well, if we want to do that contract. But eventually we're going to come down into this location. So let's go ahead and go to Andro. And if Andro goes bad, we could always jump up to one of these systems fairly easily and figure out what's there. Might even only be one jump away. Then again, it may be two. But this should only be one jump away. So we'll go ahead and travel. Let me just double check that we looked at all the weapon systems and stuff. I may not have done that. We also may have some weapons to sell, so... ballistic weapons first. Pass on that. New weapons. Pulls. Let me go. I think the stripping out the Vindicator gave us a lot of heats. Okay. Oh, we have that. Let's go ahead and go into our inventory. We'll go through, see if there's any to sell. So we have this to sell. I'm gonna hold on to these because they're Laws Tech. No. Get more of those. The LRM 20 I'm gonna sell. LRM 10s I'm gonna sell. Okay. Finally, I think we're good here. Or unless we want to sell heat. I'm going to sell some of these quality 1 medium lasers. Let me sell 6. Okay. Not bad. Now let's go down to our Andro. And we'll do one, maybe both of these contracts here. It really depends on who's offering the contracts. We kind of want to improve our relationship with House Davian because if there is an industrial zone, it's more likely going to be in their space. But I don't know that for sure. Okay, so we got 3 contracts available. Let's just quickly take a look at the market, see if there's anything exciting in here. Not really. Now, if it was a Crab 27, I'd actually think about it, but even at this point, I don't know. All right, let me take a look at the star map, see if we've uncovered anything. Not really. Okay. Contracts. Okay, yeah, it's one versus the other. We could probably gain in both of them by doing both of these contracts, because for how much it hurts, usually you gain more than it hurts reputation from the opposing side. So probably do this one, and then we may do the other one, and balance it out. We'll have to see. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily work out that way. All right, so we've got 10 points to put in. I'm going to go ahead and put 2. It's only a 200-ton drop weight, so I'm going to put 2 points into that. And then we'll put 7 points into salvage shares, which gets us up to 16. And we have 1 point left over, which I'm going to put into money. So total potential payout is 587,000. Pretty bad. But this is not a very difficult mission, so go ahead and accept that. So 200 tons, we're definitely going to have to drop some things. Taro being one of the ones that is pretty obvious choice. So we need, well, this I should probably drop down to, like, let's say the Shadowhawk, right? And then this should drop down to, I don't know, let's say the Phoenix Hawk. I think it was the Phoenix Hawk, and then the Trebuchet was the one that we did that was 200 ton. Yeah, this is a pretty good loadout for us. This seemed fairly effective. We just need to put the pilots in the right spot, more or less. So Portillo would not be good in the Phoenix Hawk. We would want somebody like Lester, maybe, who's pretty close to leveling up in energy weapons. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Lester. And then Cats wouldn't be terrible in the Trebuchet, but let's see who else we've got. So Boyce is close to leveling up. Maybe Thorn, because he does need some work. He's a little bit behind. And we'll keep Captain Shen and the Centurion. Alright, that's going to be our loadout. So unfortunately, Thorn's just not really that good for the mech that he's using, but it will level him up in both these skills, which is kind of what we're looking for. Alright, I am happy with this. Let's ready up. These are defense contracts, so they should be nice. Easy contracts for us. They'll end as soon as we kill the enemy. And the quality of mechs we have at this point are pretty good.
An ally FOB have asked for our protection.
All right.
Make
Go this way.
contact with the friendlies and brace for hostiles to make their move against your position.
Most of the mechs we have, except for the Centurion, can keep up with us. But I'm not really going to worry about that too much. We need to close distance as fast as we can because we're short-range firepower. I'm trying to think, what would be an equivalent heavy mech that would perform anything like the Shadowhawk?
Looks like we made it here just in time, Commander.
Okay.
IFF transponder codes received and confirmed. Welcome to Outpost Charlie.
Nothing on scopes at the moment, but don't get comfortable. Hostiles have been reported in the area.
Hostiles detected. They've breached the perimeter.
My bitrate is dropping pretty hard here. I see them. They're on the other side. It's gonna take me a little while to get to them.
Damn it, warehouse destroyed.
Alright.
Targets destroyed.
Acquired.
Got ourselves an urban mech. Oh, I'm too far away.
Scopes are lighting up with additional bogies, Commander. ETA unknown.
We need to take out that auto cannon if I can. Got him. Alright, I'm gonna switch targets because he only has a small laser at this point.
Target acquired.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Got him.
HQ is being targeted. Initiate evacuation protocol.
They're on the other side. We get over here just for them to switch sides as they're attacking from. Well, they're in the base now, so I'm trying to be careful with my shot placement here, but
Doing? Shoot the enemy, not us, dumbass.
Target destroyed.
dang, got ourselves a cicada.
Target acquired. destroyed.
I am stuck on something. Another cicada. So cicadas are starting to become like spiders, in that you see them in pretty much every match.
Target destroyed.
Hostiles are focusing on the facilities. Engage the hostiles to draw them off the buildings.
Hey guys, can we not smash the buildings so much?
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles inbound.
Alright, where are they going to be? I honestly have no idea. I think they're on the other side, though. All I do know is I think we're doing more damage to the facility than they are. Yeah, they are on the other side. So a couple blackjacks here.
Headquarters is being hit. Repeat, HQ is taking heavy damage.
I just keep on this guy.
Target destroyed.
He's dead.
Target acquired.
Got a locust.
Next down.
Hostiles inbound. Brace for contact,
Oh, we still
Commander.
have 7 of these things. Okay, well, we know where they're dropping in now, because I saw the dropship come in. Although we get vehicles from all different sides sometimes.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
So we only have 5 enemies left.
They've destroyed a supply warehouse.
I'm not sure if going on this side is the right move. They're probably already in the base.
Target acquired.
We got a Shadowhawk, a Cicada, a Locust, and then we don't know what this is. Wait, I didn't read that in time. You guys might have seen it. Are they on the other side of this, oh. Was it a Hunchback? I missed it. Oh, we'll see it if we go over this ridge. Yep, it's a Hunchback. Please don't hit me with your AC-20. Try and maneuver to keep him. Ah, he was able to turn. Thankfully.
The reactor on my kill is about to go crit.
Alright, well, let's get out of here. The rest of the enemy were in behind that way. I don't know where they, if they're heading over this way. Maybe we can cut them off. Yeah, they're on the other side here. It's possible the AI is stuck on the train because they're not really moving. I've seen that happen once before. So I'm just going to suspect that that's what's happened. Hopefully this doesn't pull us super far out of position.
Dynasty unit engaging with mercenary forces.
Target acquired.
Oh, there they are. Got a good salvo into his rear armor. Okay, that guy's hurting.
Target
Oh, hello, Locust, that's stuck in the train.
destroyed.
Let's go for legs. Classic cicada killer.
Critical.
All right, we're done.
No more enemies on the scope, Commander. Well done.
Poor AI. Getting stuck on terrain like that. Alright, nice and easy. We can grab that cicada. Anything else interesting here? Not really. So we'll grab that. Then whatever's worth anything here. I guess I'm just going to take 2 LRM-10s because as far as per share amount, they're worth the most. So we'll take those, and I guess we'll grab single medium laser because that's really all there is. So have that. So our total payout came out to 689,000. We didn't really take all that much damage, so we didn't get a lot of money out of that. Only 102,000 across the board, which I don't think is going to be anything serious on any of our mechs. Damage output was pretty poor across the board, but I mean, look at my damage. That's crazy. 1,300 damage. Phoenix Hawk did really badly. I don't really know why. But 186 damage. These two did all right, I guess. Centurion took very little damage. They're probably out of position for a good chunk of the mission, so I suspect that's why they didn't really do all that well. Hopefully they still leveled up decent amount. I mean, this guy did. He also did a lot of damage, though, so I guess that makes sense. All right, let's go ahead and close. All right. So as far as repairs go, those should all be fairly quick repairs. If we do this other mission, though, we're going to have to work on potentially the same drop tonnage, but we're not going to be able to use any of these mechs, and that might be really difficult for us now. In the past, we would have had a lot of 50-ton mechs and stuff like that to cycle in, which we really don't have because we used 2 of them in this matchup. So we might just have to move on or rock 3 mechs. I mean, that is a possibility. It is something you can do. Well, if we move on, there's definitely not an industrial zone, so we probably should do repairs no matter what. Well, let's just go through. So, well, let's make sure nobody missed a lost weapon system. I'm pretty sure that's true. Okay, yeah. So 8 days, that's not too bad. 2 days. 6 days. 8 days. I honestly think, especially as the Kintaro is out, we're going to have to probably, unless we just wait in place, it would be a total of 8 days. We're going to have to go with 3 mechs, which is doable. Grasshopper plus Warhammer plus something that's 60 tons, something like the Rifleman, gives us a chance to test it out at the very least. Yeah, that would work. That would be 200 tons. And I think the mission would be doable. I tend to like to have more mechs because you're spreading the damage out. Having heavier mechs means that they tend to have better armor, but I would much rather have a lighter mech and have more of them, because the damage spread is still going to be in your favor. Usually. Unless something really bad happens. Alright, let me take a look at the contract. So it would be this one. We are looking at 200 tons. I mean, we already kind of have figured this out. I think we do it. It should be nice and quick, too. It's a defense contract, so I tend to like those. I don't think we're going to be at too much of a disadvantage of having less mechs. I'm going to go with 2 shares of damage coverage yet again. And then we have 9 shares to use. So I'm going to go with 5 salvage shares, or 5 into salvage shares, which gives us a total of 12. So we have 4 points left over. I'm going to put all of those into payout. So we get a little over $1 million as a potential payout. And we are going to only run 3 mechs. The other downside is you don't get as much experience in your pilots. But that is what that is. So I'm going to go ahead and jump with the Grasshopper, which is kind of my mech. And then we're going to use the Warhammer as our 70-ton mech. And then our 60-ton mech. I think we use the Rifleman in this case. I'd like to see how well it does. So that's going to be our loadout. As far as what pilots we're going to use, we're definitely going to change that. Now, the Warhammer does have the potential of leveling up all 3 skills, so we'd want to give it to somebody that would benefit the most from that. Potentially just keep with Luster, honestly. Or we go Captain Shen and try and help out there. Like maybe go with higher skilled pilots because we know we're going with less numbers. So I will go Captain Shen in this case for the Warhammer. Freeman would be better, but he's almost maxed out in a lot of things. So he wouldn't benefit as much as Shen would. So go ahead there. And then we need primarily ballistic weapons here. We have a number of possibilities. Portillo wouldn't be necessarily bad. We're trying to get Hope to be better, and this is, in theory, the mech that she would pilot, but there's going to come a time when she's going to get outclassed by other pilots that we have. But I'm going to go ahead and use her anyway. See how she does. Although, you do need more energy weapon skill in this mech. You know what? I'm going to go against that. So who would be our next best? Probably Portillo. Only marginally better, but he's also going to be one of our better pilots in the future, so getting him experience makes sense. So, yeah, okay. That's what we're going to run. Let's ready up. This is the only time we've ever run with 3 mechs since we've had the capacity to do this. Oh, I'm realizing we don't have the rifleman painted. That is bad luck. Let me... I just want to do this contract quickly, though, because we're probably going to wrap up here soon. So, yeah, let's just go ahead. But normally, I would like to paint the rifleman beforehand, but it is what it is. Here we go. I ordinarily wouldn't do this, but it will work out. It'll be fine. Oh, we're facing a wall.
These farmers have spirit, but they're no match for the full onslaught of what's bearing down on them. We need to do what we can to save their
Guys,
facilities. The
chill
people
out.
of this system are counting on us.
Alright. I'm just going to circle around until we know where the enemy's coming. Don't throw up. I'm going to make myself throw up if I do that.
Hostile forces just crossed the perimeter, Commander. They're heading your way.
Well, I see that guy over there.
Target acquired.
They're still too far out. Alright, let's go deal with this then. There's just some helicopters coming in behind us that I don't like.
Target acquired.
Take that. Oh, I killed him.
No! Our fuel reserves!
Target destroyed.
Okay, I got the helicopters. That's taken care of.
Target acquired.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your way.
That guy's dead. Me, you bastard. Oh, okay, I saw where the dropship landed. So I guess we'll head over that way. Oh, buddy. Alright. We got ourselves a Centurion up there.
Incoming missile.
That's not very nice, buddy.
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Don't appreciate that at all. Trying to take out his arm before he uses it too much. Goodbye.
Right target eliminated!
Destroyed.
Alright, dead.
Target acquired.
Locust 1M.
Target destroyed.
Okay, another light mech over here. So we're halfway done with this mission. Going pretty well, I'd say. This is going to be another Locust 1M.
Target destroyed.
Dead. Honestly, this is probably not a bad vantage point to see where the enemy's coming in from.
You must have really kicked over the beehive here, Commander. More hostiles
Okay, I see 'em.
inbound.
Unfortunately, they're on the other side of the facility. Oops, did a little bit of damage to my legs.
Target acquired.
Okay, Phoenix Hawk, Cicada, Trebuchet. Alright, I'm gonna focus on that.
Our power plant has been compromised. Everyone, evacuate the area.
Jump jet fuel low.
Alright, come here, you bastard.
They've leveled the guard tower.
The area is taking a beating, Commander. Don't give them the opportunity to cause any more harm.
Target destroyed.
He's dead.
Target acquired.
Switching over to the Cicada. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna switch over to the Phoenix Hawk because I think they've got the Cicada and they're lying. Yeah, they got him.
Watch it now. My last queue's about to explode.
Oh, the little bastard. Blew up. Good chunk of the base. Oh, poor Phoenix Hawk, no weapons.
Additional hostiles have been
Okay.
dispatched. They're heading your way.
Okay, on the other side of the facility. Let's go, go, go. Got good sight of them. Don't have a lock on, but I can still hit them without it.
Acquired.
Okay, we got a handful of medium mechs. Shadowhawk. Ow. Not very nice. I'm just going to focus on this assassin for right now, because it will go down pretty nicely.
Incoming missile.
Come here, you bastard. Alright, I don't like having my back to the enemy.
Target acquired.
What do we got here? Cicada? Cicada, Centurion. I'll get one of the C words right. Also one with the AC-20. I need to get that arm off immediately.
Target is done.
Okay, good. Go for the legs.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Okay. I'm just gonna... Well, he's got an LRM-10, but he can't use it because of the range.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Switch back over to the Shadowhawk, which probably... Well, it has an SRM-2, so...
Target destroyed. Target acquired.
I'm gonna try and
Target destroyed.
just annihilate him.
Commander.
Alright, we're
The
done.
area is secure.
That went pretty well. Now the question is, who did more damage? Warhammer? Rifleman? We'll see. I suspect I did the most damage, but I'm curious which of the two did better. In theory, it should be the Warhammer. It should actually be no contest, but well, let's see what really happened. Okay, so we're just one shy of being able to pick up a trebuchet, which is unfortunate. Let's see if there's any cool systems here. No, not really. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Centurion. And then whatever one share buys me, I guess we'll grab the jump jet. As far as the value proposition goes, it's only one share, and it gets you all right value. Total payout is we'll just say 2 million. We didn't really take all that much damage, 183,000, and I insured for way more than that, so is what it is. So let's go ahead and continue. Looks like the Rifleman won. Not a huge margin, but definitely won. Also took less damage, so that's good. I don't think anybody took any serious damage. I did, yeah, I probably did more damage than both of these guys combined. So it's pretty close to that, though. Warhammer got more kills, so hey, that's something to brag about, even though you did less damage. Alright, let's go ahead and close. Alright, there we have it. So we're moving our way along. This is nice, easy repairs. It might take a decent amount of time, but I think that's acceptable. 13 days is the most. Just to make sure he didn't lose any. I didn't think he did, but... Okay, there you have it. So we'll be done within 13 days. So no matter what, no matter where we jump, we'll be good to go. I eventually want to come down here. I'm not sure if we just jump straight down there. The problem is, sensor-wise, it's too far away for me to tell where any other contracts is, and I don't really want to just jump straight down there because that's 41 days. I could jump down to Necromo, but that doesn't really help me. Maybe we get some information down here. Maybe. But no guarantees on that. But these contracts are getting us some nice money, some nice mechs. And it is helping us get our relationship back up with House Davian, perhaps. But yeah, in any case, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap things up. We'll figure out where we're going to go in the future. But now we have all of our mechs back. And we will have all of our mechs back. We have a lot more options. Let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the market. Make sure we're not leaving anything behind that we'd really want to pick up. Nope. Okay. So I'm pretty happy with our progress. At this point, I think we're going to be looking for more heavy mechs. The only reason we really had use for the medium mechs right now is because we went back a little ways to a little bit less difficult region. I believe this is Reputation 7 area. This is getting down into Reputation 8. We eventually want to work our way probably over Reputation 9. I guess the only place you can go for a Reputation 9 is in House Merrick space, so we might be forced to go over that direction. If that's the case, maybe we ignore this high reward contract and go towards this way, because this way I at least know there's an industrial zone on the way. We can do the job at Necromo. We can come over, see whatever contracts are over here that we might like, do those, come over here, and then we're pretty close to getting over here. We will have to start pretty much from scratch, though, with the reputation with House Merrick, but I feel like this campaign is just kind of forcing me in this direction. So we're probably going to go through House Merrick space, and just as we're getting to the point where House Merrick's starting to like us, we're going to go into House Steiner territory, and just as we're getting House Steiner to like us, we'll probably move over into the Draconis Combine, and we'll probably never get the Draconis Combine to like us because they hate our guts. So although it's going to take a while before we get through House Steiner space, there's a lot of territory, a lot of real estate there.